Hello and welcome to 285 DIY, Elevate Your Home Improvement Game. This is Dosha Boylan, the boss lady over at Handyman Connection. And I am going to be your guide to tackling home projects with confidence. And today I'm going to bust the biggest DIY myths out there. Not everything you hear is true. Not everything you see on the internet is true. And believing those myths could cost you time, money, and even your sanity. So let's get the record straight. These DIY projects can be very empowering, but this misinformation can lead to frustration and unexpected costs. That's why today I'm going to tackle 3 of the most common DIY myths and give you the truth behind them. Whether you're that weekend warrior or you're just starting out, this episode will help you avoid mistakes and tackle projects with confidence. So here we go. Number 1. I love this one. Duct tape fixes everything. Or if you're from the South, some people do call it 300-mile-an-hour tape. We've all heard it, that duct tape fixes everything. And while duct tape is very handy and can make a purse or a skirt in need, if you need to, it's not a permanent solution. For plumbing leaks, structural issues, or electrical work, always use the proper materials. Quick fixes can lead to bigger problems later on. For example, if you have a leaky pipe, duct tape might stop the water temporarily, but over time, the adhesive will break down. Instead, use plumber's tape or a pipe repair clamp for a more durable solution. Likewise, if you have cracked drywall, you'll want to use joint compound and proper tape to patch it up. Duct tape is great for those temporary fixes, but knowing when to use the right materials is key for a long-lasting repair. So myth number 2, DIY always saves money. Well, DIY projects can be budget-friendly, but only if you know what you're doing. Unfortunately, mistakes can lead to very expensive repairs. For tasks like electrical work or major plumbing, calling a professional can save you money in the long run. For example, let's look at tiling a bathroom. It could seem pretty straightforward, and looking at a video on YouTube will give you the proper instructions. But if you improperly waterproof the area, you can have leaks, mold, and thousands of dollars in damage. So if you're not confident, investing in a pro can help save you from disaster. So know your limits. DIY when you can, and bring in the experts when the risks are high. And finally, number 3, permits are only for big projects. I hear this all the time at Handyman Connection. Think you can skip those permits on smaller projects? Please think again. Even a minor renovation like adding a deck or upgrading your electrical can require a permit. And in fact, in Jefferson County, it does. Always check with your local regulations to avoid fines or delays in projects. By getting a permit, you ensure that your work meets safety standards. Without them, you can risk fines or even having to tear your work down. So before you start, call your local permit office or consult a professional to be sure that you're covered. Well, there you have it. Busting these DIY myths can save you time, money, and a whole lot of frustration. Do you have a DIY myth you want us to tackle? Please share it with us on social media or give us a call at 303-968-1112 or check us out on our YouTube channel at 285 DIY. This is Dosha, the Handyman Connection boss lady. Thanks for listening to 285 DIY, Elevate Your Home Improvement Game. Until next week, happy DIY.